Let's play. All right, let's have a little bit more fun before we wrap up, because I do realize, and the complaints that the fun halves are not necessarily fun in this time are valid. So we're doing our best. Let's draw from a well. Did you guys play that Dave Rubin clip where he was just like, I just don't like the liberals and people just, you can't say anything and we're going to need to have a war with China.
No, I didn't see that.
Did he like have some clip where he was actually like,
no,
like he's trying to get on like the Falun Gong train or something?
The most recent Dave
Where's
Rubin
my
clip
Falun Gong money?
That's good money.
That's good money.
I mean, he needs revenue streams. Honestly,
I could do a YouTube commercial where I go, look at this. It's the Epoch Times. Did you know that China has a secret weapons depot in Greenwich Park, Greenwich Village?
You heard him talk about how a lot of his my lefty pals, they don't like to come around here anymore. I think it's just because they're in protection mode. Their brains are in protection mode. But really, it's like, Dave, are you talking about the Weinsteins? Because like one of the brothers just took your entire show and is just doing it slightly less stupidly.
Yeah, I
with
like,
like
I don't know if he's in protection mode. I think he's doing
just
a non-embarrassing version of your shit. Like,
and you're mitigated to the blaze, and everyone thinks you're a joke. Like that's why it's
like Dave. This all started when Quillette. We all agreed that you were a fucking moron.
Yeah,
embarrassing all of us. Remember when
you're an incompetent.
Yeah.
So we kept appearing on your show to just leech your audience for a couple of years, but now frankly we've got all the bumps from your audience that we care to get. So scurry on over to the blaze and talk about constitutional conservatism.
Yeah, and have Glenn Beck tell you to your face that he has not watched your show or not read your book. No, I haven't. That Glenn Beck is just like, hey man, I've got a lot of shit going on. Trying to get back to, I had a couple of years where I was pretending. Now I've got to get back to the chalkboard Soros things. I don't have time for it. Let me guess. Liberals are bad.
Yeah, I mean,
all right.
he's so stupid that he named a book like "Don't Burn This Book," with the very real possibility, which has come through, that nobody would actually burn it. No one would care.
It's like, if you want it to be burned, Dave, you're gonna have to burn it yourself, buddy. All right, here he is. And this is poignant because this goes back to that very awkward exchange where, Ben Shapiro basically looked him in his face, and it's just so bizarre because I've been on this sort of like drumbeat of like, you just can't, like, as an overall political project, you have to allow people their own sort of beliefs about things, right? Outside of how they actually vote and participate. But Ben Shapiro is not only telling him interpersonally as a friend that he doesn't approve of it, right? Which you could say, okay, I guess it's weird to have that conversation publicly, but you could handle that in the private sphere. Ben Shapiro is an active public advocate for gay people being second-class citizens. Like, he does not accept legal equity. And so Dave, Dave was obviously hurt by it. The fact that Ben would not go to Dave's wedding anniversary, and I guess it's still in his mind.
We're friends, but he has a religious belief around gay marriage, and he wouldn't bake me a gay wedding cake, and that's okay. And I don't want Ben's kosher cake. Okay, it's completely fine with me. Does that difference of opinion create a situation that Ben will never be my true best friend in life? Yeah. But can we be friends? Can we respect each other mutually? Can we agree to disagree? I've said this before, but I do believe that over the course of time, 50 years from now, if we're able to maintain that conversation, I believe that probably at 80-something years old, Ben will go, Dave, you were married to your husband for 50 some odd years, and you guys turned out to be pretty decent. I think maybe I was wrong on that. I suspect that's the way this thing would go. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe not. Only one way to find out, and that's through a little tolerance, right?
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
Actually, I can assure you, you're definitely wrong.
That won't be happening.
That won't be happening. Oh my God. And it's like so weird because the way Dave Rubin is incredible, because in this story, you're sympathizing with Ben Shapiro because you're just picturing Ben at like 80 something years old, just being like, I put in like decades of, doing like embarrassing trash and, you know, polluting the public culture. And now I just want to like, I just, as long as there's no trans players, I just want to watch baseball with my family. Dave keeps coming around to see if I finally approve, and I don't.
I mean, it's so pathetic because I think Dave Rubin actually thinks he's going to be talking with Ben Shapiro when they're both 70 and 80s. And I don't think Ben Shapiro ever thinks about that. Dave Rubin.
Yeah.
I could actually see a trajectory where we're not talking in 5 years.
I don't know if it's just this Dave's Clips guy that we're pulling clips from, but a lot of it seems to track with like Rubin's like loss of friendship and personal, like, you know, relationships.
Oh, we're just
Very
cataloging.
sad.
Yeah, we're cataloging he's well past his prime. We're just cataloging the sort of
The
depths.
downfall.
Yeah.
The decay.
It's
very sad.
Sad is the only word. Whew.